morning and welcome back to the Big Top Arena at Carnival City. Come play. Well, speaking of playing, we got two big boys ready to play inside the Hexagon. This is a fight that has so much intrigue. Ruan Potts, the former champion, taking on the young gun, the silverback, Cyril Asker. In fact, let's take a look right now at our One Plan bout analysis. And first up, we'll look at Ruan Potts. I mean, what's the story of Ruan Potts? Just give it to us, Dirk.
Former champion, he's a finisher. In so many of his fights, we saw Andrew Van Zyl twice. Very quick submissions. He is so dangerous for the first minute or two in the fight.
Cyril Asker, a guy that's come onto the scene, just had a fantastic win here in the EFC, and now he looks to take out a legend of this organization. Woo, you heard me right. Our co-main event coming up next in the heavyweight division. It's Cyril Asker and Ruan Potts.
BetExchange.com presents Ruan Potts versus Cyril Asker. The most dominant heavyweight in EFC history is back. Ruan Fangs Potts returns to the EFC after a year-and-a-half stint overseas. Having originally relinquished his belt to follow his dream, the big man is back with only one thing on his mind: getting back what he feels is rightfully his.
Say what you want to say about the last 3 fights of Ruan's career, but what you can say about him is that he did take a chance. He could have always stayed in the EFC. He was comfortable. He was dominant. He had wins over the best heavyweights in the division, and we'll see where his game is now. Just imagine the things that he's learned through the losses that he took.
It's exciting to see Ruan back in the Hexagon. He was a great champ before he left, and he will no doubt be looking to reclaim that title. But things have changed since he left, and there's a new kid in town who is eager to welcome back the former champ.
Introducing Cyril Silverback Asker.
So fight number 2 here for Cyril Asker, and we've seen it time and time again. That first fight, you kind of have nerves. Like you said, it wasn't the best fight for Cyril. Now, if he can bring his game to a new level, and if he can fight and execute a better game plan, he can pull off this upset. And I don't think a lot of people see it coming, but I'm telling you, look at this kid's eyes, and he could take his game to the next level, and he can beat Ruan Potts. Just watch. It could happen.
The young Frenchman did get the EFC debut victory over Ricky Macholas and feels confident that he can cause the upset against his much-fancied opponent.
He's a strong and aggressive heavyweight, and if he can land a few punches in that first round, he could have Ruan in a lot of trouble.
Will the former champion continue his dominance inside the Hexagon, or can the powerful Frenchman put on the fight of his life and stand victorious? It's Ruan Potts versus Cyril Asker.
With BetExchange.com, you can bet on all your favorite sports from rugby, soccer, cricket, MMA. Go to BetExchange.com. Go now and place your bets. It's co-main event time in the heavyweight division. Making his way to the Hexagon for the second time, it's the silverback from France, Cyril Asker. Fighting out of the Bushido Academy. A great, talented young fighter, but he has his work cut out for him tonight, sir.
On a 3-fight win streak, super confident coming into this bout. And why not after his debut against Ricky Macholas, a 3-round decision? And like you mentioned in that intro, a lot of the times you're in your debut in UFC, there's nerves, there's jitters, so we can expect him to be his best tonight.
The Prep Zone brought to you by Aqua Vita Mineral Water, sourced deep underground in the unspoiled cradle of humankind. I would make a trip to the cradle of humankind, that thing. That seems like the place to be. Cyril Asker, this guy has so much talent, so much potential. And listen, not only did he beat Macholas, but the fight before that against Juha Saranen, that guy was very talented with an incredible record, a veteran of the game, and Asker took him out. Round 3.
Absolutely, no doubt. Cyril Asker is no joke. He is definitely the real deal. He's got a very high-level wrestling game. He engages and he is aggressive. He knows how to put combinations together as well. He's, in terms of an all-round game, very, very strong.
It's a confidence sport. if you've got the confidence and the skill to back it up, you're darn near unbeatable. He just went by our champion, Andrew Mansell, patted him on the shoulder and said, hey buddy, here I am. Watch out, because honestly, if he wins this fight, there's a good chance he might be right in there with 1 year.
Certainly his name will be in the mix if he wins this fight, but big if you look at who's facing Ruan Potts, most dominant heavyweight in the UFC, and he's got his way back here tonight.
The silverback is in the hexagon trying to make it his jungle tonight. A man that needs no introduction, one of the biggest legends in Extreme Fighting Championship history, Ruan Bangs Pot, is making his return right now to the EFC. Tough fighter. I mean, this is another one where when I was just covering this sport, covering EFC, this is the guy that always amazed me. Always those round one submissions. He is just a tough customer, and it would not surprise me a bit if he got a round one victory like he has before. It wouldn't surprise me.
Not in the least. You look at the caliber of guys that he's fought and submitted. He managed to submit Andrew Mansell twice in a matter of, I think in the first fight it was a couple of seconds, and the same story in the second fight, it was all under 2 minutes. In the opening stands of the fight, he's very, very, very good, very strong, very aggressive, and he's got a very solid stand-up game as well. He doesn't mind to stand and trade and throw leather. High level jiu-jitsu game Ruan Potts possesses, but he's certainly got a fight in his hand tonight with Cyril Asker.
But, you know, and I just said it when Cyril Asker entered our hexagon, that this is a confidence game. I think when he came back to the UFC, and I said it in the promo, say what you want to say about his last 3 fights, but when he came back home to the UFC, I've been watching him over the last few days, and he looks confident. Like this is no big deal. He's back, and he's ready to make a statement in the division that he helped trailblaze.
Well, he's certainly confident. He certainly was the best in this division for quite some time. Andrew Mansell, now the man in the very top of this division. And Andrew Mansell, incidentally, also has a victory over Potts. It was a 5-round grueling heavyweight war. So Potts certainly wants to come back in here. And he made no qualms about it. He wants to get back in there. He wants to win the title again. So he's got title aspirations, still has them. And he believes he is still the best heavyweight in this organization. But the landscape, as kind of how the UFC president said, has changed. There are a lot of new guys and a lot of good guys.
One big man that's certainly on the scene, and that is Cyril Asker. Ruan Potts, they call him Bangs, they've called him champion many times here in the EFC.
So physically very, very strong. Everyone that's grappled and rolled with him have said the exact same thing. You don't understand how strong he is as soon as he puts hands on you.
Now for the AG Mobile Tell the Tape for our co-main event. Obviously a much younger fighter is Cyril Asker. Reach about the same, height the exact same. I mean, they're pretty much even in that respect, but who's going to want it more? We're going to find out very, very soon. The Mobile Revolution is coming. Make sure you go to ghostregistrations.co.za. Co-main event time. Shane the Duke Wellington, time to do work.
Ladies and gentlemen, this main card bout is 3 rounds in the EFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a pro record of 5 wins and 1 loss. He stands 1.88 meters tall, weighing in at 112 kilograms. Fighting out of Sorg, France, Cyril Silverback Asker. And now introducing his opponent. He's fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter with a pro record of 8 wins and 4 losses. He stands 1.88 meters tall, weighing in at 112 kilograms. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former EFC heavyweight champion, Ruan Bangs Potts. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Ferdy Basson.
Our lovely Hexagon girls, that is Michelle, brought to you by Rex Dipping Gearbox, driven by perfection. Everybody's ready, and this crowd just went wild for his introduction. It's time for Cyril Asker, the young Frenchman, taking on South Africa's own Ruan bangs Potts. Cool, calm, and collected.
Ready? So, ready. Fight!
Round number 1 underway. Heavyweight action. Asker in the black, Potts in the gray. This round brought to you by Miracle Energy Drink.
Immediately Potts goes for that takedown and he's got full mount. This is a terrible spot for Asker to be in early on.
Watch out for the arm.
Asker manages to reverse it. Potts has got a hold of his neck. Now he lets go. Wow, how did he get out of that?
Asker, incredible. Scrambling. And he's
Asker now.
already got full mount.
In full mount, Potts is looking to reverse. Asker's going to try and take his back here.
He's got a hold of that arm. He's got a hold of that head.
Potts needs to spin around, get the top position. Asker looking to get back to his feet. Potts is going to try for it.
Look at his face right now. Look at just the struggle. Knees to the head by Ruan Potts.
And he's landing in.
Oh, he's going to be done. Asker has to be finished. How is he still going?
Asker had 3 points touching the floor.
Wow. And wasting no time.
Potts goes straight back for the takedown.
Listen, that was an incredible run there with those knees. He did have that 3rd point down.
The referee didn't quite see it, or if you told him that it wasn't flat down, a lot of
Think about
the
all the
time.
punishment he took, though. I mean, he probably took 6 or 7 knees to his head.
Potts now looks to complete that single leg takedown and he's relentless with that leg. Asker now tries to grab a hold of his neck. Asker looking for the guillotine here.
Oh,
He
good
might have this.
positioning.
Oh, Potts manages to pop out. Now he's coming down with the elbows from the top position.
He's got that leg. He's going to go for that leg if he doesn't get the ground and pound.
Potts is landing on Asker.
The former champ looking to finish the fight.
Asker's going to have to do something here. Referee Freddie Boston's having a very
Asker
close
still
look.
trying to recover. Can Ruan Potts finish the fight? He's going for the leg, Dirk.
Got the heel hook.
Oh my goodness.
Got some good leg locks, those Potts, but now Asker's in fight control.
Wow.
You have to also understand is how much energy has Potts used with that attack and that
Trying to
assault.
finish. You're absolutely right. He rained down probably 25 shots there.
A reversal from Potts' side. Asker still has the top position. Potts driving him into the fence. That's a lot of weight
He's giving
slamming into the
Asker
fence.
everything he can handle, Dirk. He really is. He is putting the pressure on this young man in a fight like he's never had before.
Big cut. That right eye of Cyril Asker's. Referee might let the doctor have a look at it. Of course, they can stop the fight if the blood is obscuring his vision, running into his eye.
Wow, as they're up against the fence, now Ruan is under the arm there of Cyril Asker. Cyril not really being able to do anything with it as the blood trickles down his eye. So much damage was taken in that ground and pound, not to mention the knees that were before that.
Potts now, he looks to grab a hold of that single leg and he wants to drag Asker to the deck. He's done it successfully so far in this bout. Asker still has the top position though. He's grabbed a hold of
Great
Ruan's
sprawl.
left arm.
Great sprawl. This puts him in a great position, Cyril
Full
Asker.
mount for Cyril Asker. This is his best spot so far. Potts is trying to tie him up though.
That is one of the best recoveries that I've seen in a long time. Cyril Asker, what he went through, what he endured.
Madness.
I think everybody gained a little bit more respect for Cyril Asker in that exchange. The silverback now on top of the former champ.
Potts trying to shake it off, but Asker's got a good top hand, good top control. Cyril Asker now looking to finish himself. He's landing some big shots. Potts is just covering up. Freddie Boston is going to step in here.
He better finish it, Cyril Asker! He's on his way! Can Asker put away Ruan Potts?
Potts is in big trouble here. He's giving up his back.
Asker giving the same respect to Potts as he gave to Asker.
Absolutely incredible. Now Asker's going to just move around. He's got a minute left to work with Potts in a bad spot. Very, very hurt. Asker attacking the body. Asker
River
looking.
Son is watching very close. I'm sorry to...
Knees to the body. Potts is not moving at the moment. He's going to have to do something. Freddie Boston is telling him he has to do something.
He has to move.
Asker is landing punch after punch.
He's going to throw it.
Potts is going to have to do something here. Freddie Boston is begging for him to improve his position now. He's got him tied up in the better spots. Still in the half guard though. Wow.
Like I said, I am completely impressed by the refereeing skills of Freddie Bassan. because he didn't stop the fight when he probably should have when Asker was taking damage, and he's giving the same respect to Ruan Potts.
10 seconds remaining. Looks like we will go into the second. Looked like Asker was trying the North-South choke. He's got that locked up, but there's precious time left. My goodness, when last have you seen a heavyweight fight that's been that good in the first round?
That was incredible. What a first round. This one is living up to the hype as well. This is 3 amazing fights in a row.
Still have that main event to go. Cyrus Feast, Dricus Du Plessis, Tino Bagatin.
Look at those knees. He had the third point down the whole time. He had his hand down the whole time. Freddie Masson definitely dropped the ball on that one.
I think it was probably just out of position because he was standing on the other side, but this was the story of the round for Potts anyway. He landed some really powerful big strikes from that position, and then Asker just did exactly the same thing. I think if anything, Asker probably landed the bigger shots. He had Potts in more trouble towards the end of that round. Both men have their work cut out for them in between rounds here, and both of these guys, high felt altitude rather, they have to take big grasps of oxygen to get going. My goodness, that was frantic stuff.
The crowd's loving it. They are, and look at Ruan Potts. Ruan Potts looks absolutely spent. Is he going to continue?
Potts is verbally submitting.
Is he going to fight or not? I don't think he's going to fight. He's going to verbally submit.
Looks like it's done. Potts verbally submits. Cyril Asker is the new sheriff in the heavyweight division.
Ruan Potts, yeah, it's going to be hard to pick him up. Ruan Potts with a verbal submission. He knew he had taken too much damage. I am absolutely impressed, 125% with this silverback Cyril Asker. And I know one guy that was watching that bad boy closely, and that's Andrew Mansell. And I'm sure we'll get a shot at him because he is 100% in the building tonight.
Wow, can you imagine? I mean, the two of them have to fight each other. There's no doubt about that. Potts landing the knees here from this clinch position. He landed a couple of shots, but Asker did have that third one touching the ground.
We got breaking news. Grant Carmel just walked over to me right now, and I don't know if they're going to make this official at the press conference, but we have a number 1 contender, and his name is Cyril Asker, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we've seen Andrew Mansell is actually in Hexagon. He's having a good look around. He looks super fired up to Andrew Mansell. Looking at the replay against Cyril Asker, just clinical from that top position. He landed some really good shots and just overwhelmed Ruan towards the end of that round.
Absolutely. The action replay brought to you by our good friends, our partner, GNC. Peak performance down to a science, GNC. Incredible.
Crazy, Cyril Asker just...
I'm just saying, I mean, I didn't disbelieve because I knew it could happen. I really did, and it did. Cyril Asker, with one big fight, a win over Ruan Potts, put himself in the number 1 contender spot. Our co-main event lived up to all of the hype. And there's the man, he's our champion, he just got crowned, Andrew Mansell, the 2-time champion. Now he has his number 1 contender, baby. Let's go to the official decision with Shane Duke Wellington.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Freddie Masson has called a stop to this contest at the start of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a verbal submission, Cyril Silverback Asker.
I'm here with your winner, Cyril Asker. Cyril, you must be a very happy man.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy because I've come back in Johannesburg. And I come make what I do the best of my life. I'm fighting.
What?
Really, I'm happy.
Well, you've got a bit of a souvenir on top of your right eye. You really did have you in a bit of trouble in that fight, but then...
Nobody can knock me down or how.
You looked incredible tonight, it has to be said. It seems like Graham Cotton on EFC Matchmaker has alluded to a potential heavyweight title fight between you and Andrew Van Zyl.
Hey, 1 year. You come in, but I keep my bet fresh. I'm coming for it.
Well, congratulations on a great performance and a big victory. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Cyril Asker.
Well, you heard him. He said, get that belt warm for me. Shine it up real good because he's coming after the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, an action thriller blockbuster movie. A summer blockbuster, San Andreas, starring the one and only Dwayne and The Rock Johnson. Gonna be in cinema June 26th. Don't miss it. Echo Flames. Woo! That was amazing. Great fight by Cyril Asker. We have our number one contender on our next heavyweight title fight. That's going to be fantastic. More to come here from Carnival City, the Big Top Arena. This is EFC 40.
For the ultimate